Welcome to Eastover Elementary. My name is Adele Yonchak, and I'm the PTA Prospective Parent Chair. We are excited that you've chosen Eastover for your child, and we look forward to meeting you soon. The following video will give you a look inside of our school, introduce you to some of our staff, and hopefully get you excited for the upcoming school year. We also have a designated page on our PTA website, eastoverpta.com, for Beginner's Day information. All of the documents that would have been handed out to you that day are there to be printed or referenced. There's also information for registration if you have yet to do so, and contact information for myself and other PTA members if you have any questions. We look forward to meeting you and hope to see you soon.
Welcome to Eastover. My name is Dr. Susan Nichols, and I'm the proud principal of Eastover Elementary School. We are glad you're here and excited to share with you some important information about our school. I have shared with PTA a very important Beginner's Day slideshow which covers all important school information from registration to a typical kindergarten daily schedule, specials classes, as well as student services information, and much, much more. When you have a moment, please take some time to review the information as well as reach out to us if you have any questions. Please enjoy your summer, and we look forward to seeing you soon this fall.
Hello, my name is Melanie Bender, and I am the assistant principal at Eastover Elementary. Welcome to Eastover. We're so excited to meet you this fall. I have been at Eastover for a very long time. It has become my second home. I started as a 5th grade teacher here and also was a 3rd grade teacher before moving into the administrative role. I'm also a proud parent of a rising 5th grader here at Eastover Elementary. I have a son that is now in middle school, but attended Eastover kindergarten through 5th grade and is a proud Eagle graduate. This summer, you should receive some information about buses and staggered entry date. Here at Eastover, the kindergartners do attend staggered entry, meaning that they will come in a smaller group one day during the week, and then all of the kindergartners will come on Friday together as a whole class. This allows the teachers to get to know the kids a little bit better and for the kids to feel comfortable at Eastover, getting to know where things are located and saying hello to the staff members. Once you get that information, if you have any questions on buses or staggered entry dates, please feel free to reach out and ask. I'm happy to help. We look forward to seeing you in the fall and all of our wonderful and super excited future kindergarten Eagles. See you soon.
Hi, Maida Cicerelli here, school counselor at Eastover. I'm reporting to you for Beginner's Day from my couch this year virtually. I am going to share some slides with you just to help you out for next year. So, important for kindergarten, social emotional is provided weekly and daily by using the second step curriculum. I come in once a week to teach lessons, and then also the teachers help collaborate with me to support what I'm doing, and we also use morning meetings. Attendance is important for children who attend kindergarten in North Carolina. Anybody who's 7 to 16 must attend school. I'm looking at unexcused absences. The numbers that you will need to remember are 3, 6, and 10. 3-day call for unexcused absence is usually done by the computer or myself, and then a 6-day is a letter. 10-day is visit in a parent conference. We're going to discuss why your child is absent and what we can do to get them here. Again, I'm only looking at unexcused absences, so those are absences that I do not have any documentation for. You can report an absence by going to the Eastover website, a teacher's note, Remind at, Dojo, email. Phone call is great. I really appreciate you telling me that little Joey is not going to be at school today because he has strep, but it helps. We have to have some type of documentation. State has certain things that we can excuse. Illness, we can excuse. Doctor or dentist appointment, death, suspension, hospital. I will ask for a doctor's note when I start to see a pattern where your child is always sick. We want to make sure that our school nurse and myself and that doctor are all working together to make sure that your son or daughter is getting the best possible care. An absence is not excused. These are things that I cannot excuse and will fall into that 3, 6, 10-day category. A parent is ill, you missed the bus, the mental health day, my dog died, our flight landed last night, car breaks down, overslept, misplaced keys, couldn't find my uniform, went to the Duke game in Raleigh last night, we decided to go horseback riding, or what do you mean we had school today? Those are all reasons that I cannot excuse the child's absence. So a lot of you are probably thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to Disney, or I have a vacation planned this upcoming year, what do I do? Those are usually not excused absences. However, if you click on the Eastover website under report absences, there is an educational leave form there. You can complete that form 5 days prior to your trip and turn it into the office. Dr. Nichols will review it and determine if your trip to Disney or wherever is educational and how that will be impacting your son or daughter who is traveling with you. That has to be done 5 days prior to your trip. Happy to help you with that form. Just shoot me an email, give me a call, and I can walk you through it. And then she is the one that determines if it is educational or not. I do have a joke with everybody that I must go on the trip with you, so please let me know prior to so I can pack my bags. Our school nurse and I work very, very closely together. We are constantly talking about children together. Some things that the nurse cannot do, which is very important, is applying ointments. They can't wrap extremities. They can't diagnose your child. So you're never going to have the school nurse say, oh, yes, they have strep throat. They can't do that. Remove splinters. They can't give Tylenol or Motrin without a medical authorization form. And they cannot call you every single time your son or daughter comes to the health room. That is just not logistically possible. Kindergarten, you must have a physical examination by a North Carolina physician within 30 days of school starting. We also need your immunization records on file. We will be contacting you if we do not have those. Please communicate with your teacher and the school nurse and the school if you have any type of medical issues that require medication during the day. And it was very helpful if your child is able to handle the bathroom care independently. Community use, commonly used forms, medical authorization form, diet order, emergency action plan. Medical authorization form is for all the medication that we need, like Tylenol, anything else, has to have an authorization form. Even chapstick or sunblock has to have an authorization form. A diet form is for children who are allergic to food, and that will go through nutrition in order to make sure your child has other alternatives for lunch. Emergency action plans are provided too for our children who have asthma, diabetic, seizures, or allergies. This is just a plan that the nurse creates with yourself and the doctor and the teacher to have a plan, for example, if they start to have asthma symptoms. What do we do when this happens? All of these forms are located on the CMS website. You can go ahead and click on those and get those printed out and get them to your doctor and turn them into the school. You can fax them to us, whichever works for you guys, but we have to have medical authorization forms to do any type of medication. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Due to the school building being closed, the best way to contact me is my email, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I'm happy to meet with you at Zoom. We have done things where I've met children prior to August school starting, our little anxious kindergartners, and made sure that they knew a familiar face when they started school, so I'm happy to do that as well. Again, just reach out to me, and I look forward to seeing you guys all in the fall, and I hope you guys are having a good time staying at home and working, and I hope you guys are safe and healthy.
Hi, my name is Ann Vodica, and I have been a kindergarten teacher at Eastover for 4 years. And prior to that, I actually had some experience in a Montessori school and in a special ed classroom. I would say my favorite thing about kindergarten is seeing their growth throughout the year, like from beginning to end of the year. And that's including what they've learned, but also their social and emotional growth. I really also enjoy being their first introduction to school, or big school as they like to call it. Where kindergarten is all about learning how to be a student and becoming independent. And I just think that's really special that, the kindergarten team is their first intro to school. Our typical day, and I say typical because we don't know what the fall is going to look like, but our typical day would start with unpacking their backpacks. We like them to become very independent. They unpack their things, their lunch, whatever they have for the teacher, and then they start with some morning work. And that could be a simple coloring sheet. Sometimes it's a game they're playing at their table, or just kind of free play with blocks, or reading the library, just so they can have some time to get to know each other and spend some time talking and just kind of hanging out. And then we move into a morning meeting, which we do every single day. Probably one of my favorite times of day, where we just we check in with each other, we talk, we do, sometimes there's a morning message that we read together, and we dance, we sing, and we just kind of see how everyone's feeling that morning. And then we usually go into a reading lesson, and that could be me reading a book and us pulling things out like characters and setting. And then later on in the year, it gets a little, gets a little bit more complicated. But a lot of times, it's just reading a story and asking and answering questions at the beginning of the year. And then we split off into groups. They are doing different things around the room. They might be playing a game, a word game. They might be playing or listening to reading from their book box, or maybe they're at teacher table with me working on some type of skill, whatever that skill is that they need at that time. And then we usually have a time for phonics, which, we're learning the letter sounds. We're learning how the letter sounds work together to make words. And they also have a writing time. And then we also have a math block. And in that time, it's very similar to how we do it for like reading centers. They might be working with them by themselves. They could be with a partner or at the teacher table playing a game, or on technology, that if they're on the iPad and they're playing a math game. And then once a day, they also will have recess for 30 minutes, lunchtime, and a snack. We do a very short, quick little snack every day for them that you would provide. And they also have specials, which you'll hear about more in a little bit. So throughout the year, we do learn a lot. I mean, you will be surprised at how much they learn. It is amazing. From things like putting on a glue stick topped the correct way and learning how to roll it back down. You'd be surprised. Little things that, like I said before, you're learning how to be a student and learning how to take care of these things and be independent. But we'll also be learning, letter sounds, reading skills, learning how to write letters, learning how to write sentences, drawing and labeling, and counting, shapes, adding and subtracting, and so much more. A lot of our science and social studies is tied into our reading and sometimes even math. And we will meet each child where they are in their education, whether they're already counting and reading proficiently or they're just beginning. That is, the teacher's job, and the whole kindergarten team, that's what we do. That's our job, to meet them where they are and either challenge them or help them, succeed. And the entire kindergarten team is so excited to meet you guys and meet your children, and we look forward to welcoming you to Eastover. We wish we could have done this in person because we love Beginners Day so much and seeing their excited little faces. But we look forward to seeing you guys in the fall. Thanks.
Hi, I'm here to talk to you about the Eastover dress code. Boys and girls can wear a combination of white and navy blue. For boys, on a regular day, they can wear a white collared shirt with navy blue bottoms. On a PE day, they can wear a white Eastover shirt with navy blue bottoms. For girls on a regular day, they can wear a navy blue dress, a white collared shirt under a navy blue dress, a white collared shirt, and a navy blue skirt, or any bottom of their choice. And for PE day, they can wear a white t-shirt with navy blue bottoms. You can find these from Walmart, Target, Gap, Old Navy, or Land's End. For shoes, you can have any closed-toed shoes of your choice, but you are not allowed to wear any sandals or boots. You can wear white, navy blue, or black socks. And in the winter months, you can have white or navy blue sweaters and Eastover sweatshirts. Thank you!
Hello, New Eagles. I just want to tell you about SOAR. So it's this cool program that Eastover does over the summer, and basically you can do math, reading on your own, somebody reading to you, or any other learning activity, and you track it on this log here. So you have the weeks and you put your minutes, and then at the end of the school year you'll get a link, and you can turn it in at the beginning of the school year, and you get prizes for however amounts, and there's raffles and stuff, and it's just really cool, and you get all kinds of prizes.
Hello, my name is Mr. Scotland, and I am the music teacher at Eastover. I've been teaching at Eastover for 8 years. I also have a daughter who will be in first grade at Eastover next year. I meet with all students one time per week and study anything from famous composers to different types of music heard around the world. Each grade level has a music performance one time per year, and I also offer course before school once per week for students in 3rd through 5th grades. I'm excited to see your students at school. See you in the fall.
Greetings. My name is Leslie Ray. I'm the Library Media Specialist at Eastover Elementary School, coming to you from my home studio where we have been working for the past couple of months. We hope that in August we will be able to see our new kindergartners firsthand in our halls and in our classrooms, and of course in the media center. For kindergartners, I will see them once a week all year long. Every class comes once a week to the library for 45 minutes. And in kindergarten, we concentrate a lot on procedures, caring for the books we check out, selecting the right books to read, using some of our electronic resources, which will come later in the school year, learning about digital citizenship, which is just behaving well on the computer, and also working with each other on small projects that they will do within the media center time that we have together. So kindergarten is great fun. Usually the kindergartners are some of my best students. They want to check out the books and learn. They just love to come and see the beautiful space we have. We have a very large space and we have lots of resources, lots of print materials, and lots of online things as well. So again, crossing our fingers, hoping for the best for this pandemic to pass so that we can see each other in person. And I hope to see all the kindergartners and get to know everyone in the coming school year. Have a great summer, and we'll see you on the other side of that.
Hi, my name's Darren Sprankle, and I am the PE teacher at Eastover Elementary. I've been working at Eastover for the last 13 years. In PE class, we start by learning about our bodies and how it works and moves. We also work on developing the necessary skills to participate in many different sports and games. Your student will have PE once a week, and I look forward to seeing your student in my gym next year.
Hi, I'm Mr. Clifford, your special area art teacher at Eastover. I'll be celebrating 25 years at Eastover next year, so it's my anniversary. You'll be coming to my class once a week, just like your other specials, for 45 minutes. In our class, we'll be doing lots of multimedia projects with clay and paint and drawing and coloring and such. We'll be doing artist studies and a lot of literacy projects that you'll be carrying on in your classrooms. To celebrate your beginning next year, we did put a coloring sheet on the Beginner's Day webpage for you. I'm looking very forward to seeing you all next year, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Hola, amigos. Hi, friends. Me llamo Senora Ellen Cotton. My name is Mrs. Ellen Cotton, and I am one of the Spanish teachers at Eastover Elementary School. So we're super excited about you coming and being a kindergartner or a new student at the school. I have my guitar here, la guitarra, la guitarra. I'm going to sing you the hello song. And this is a song that you're going to learn your first Spanish class. Hola amigos, ¿cómo está usted? Estoy muy feliz de verlo a usted. Hi friends, how are you today? I am very happy to see you again. Hola amigos, ¿cómo está usted? Estoy muy feliz de verlo a usted. Hola, hi. So you're going to learn all kinds of fun things in Spanish class this year. You're going to learn about numbers in Spanish and colors, food, all kinds of songs and some games, and you're even going to learn about some animals. El perro y la vaca. So we're going to have a lot of fun, and I look forward to meeting you. So I'm going to say adios, goodbye for now, and we will see you soon. Adios, amigos. Goodbye, friends.
Welcome to Eastover. I'm Cassie Albergati and I'm the incoming PTA president for next year. First, I need to give a huge thank you to our prospective parents committee and our amazing Eastover staff for all they did in putting together this virtual Beginners Day. They worked hard to make it just as special as it would have been had we been able to celebrate in person. I have a rising second and third grader and one more future Eagle eagerly awaiting to join the flock next year. Our family feels so lucky to have found such a special place. I'm so proud to be a part of the Eastover PTA. It's an amazing group of dedicated families that work hard to support our school, teachers, and staff, all while making it special and memorable for our children. Even though we are not in school, we are busy preparing for next year. Over the summer, we'll be wrapping up our playground renovations, which included the new track and turf on the large playground and the new turf and sport court that will be installed on the little playground this summer. We are so grateful for our school families and our neighborhood community for their support that made it all possible. While we are talking about fundraising, we will kick off the school year with our major fundraising campaign, Invest in Your Child. It happens every year and completely funds the budget for the PTA school year. Money raised is used to provide educational tools and enrichments such as additional classroom technology, chess for first and second graders, Spanish for all grades, classroom supplies, staff training, cultural arts, STEM programming, and much, much more. In addition, we have exciting events like our Fall Fun Day Carnival, mother-son and father-daughter events, bingo, basketball night, and much, much more. We would not be able to do the things mentioned without the generous donations from our families, and since I've been at Eastover, it's been exciting to see the invest dollars at work. As a PTA, we also support our amazing teachers and staff and students with our times and talents. We depend on our volunteers and encourage you to get plugged in. It's a great way to get to know the school, and we have something for everyone based on your availability, interest, or skill set. Please let us know if you are interested by going to eastoverpta.com/volunteer. Please also be on the lookout for communications from our new Families Committee. We are excited about this time to celebrate this time with you, and we'll be in touch as we know more about the state and CMS guidelines for group gatherings. Thank you so much for attending our virtual Beginners Day. Please reach out to our new Families Committee, myself, or anyone on the PTA if you have any questions. We can't wait to see you in person soon.